Okay, let's look at autism from a totally new angle, the idea of entropy.
It all kicks off with a simple question. Why do we all feel safe with a routine?
Well, it's because our brains are basically prediction machines, always trying to guess what's next.
And its main job? To cut down on surprises and uncertainty, keep things feeling manageable.
So there's actually a way to measure this uncertainty. It's a concept called entropy.
Think of it like this. You've got reality, let's call it R, and your internal model of it, M.
Surprise is just that mismatch, right? When what happens doesn't fit your mental model.
And uncertainty, that's when your model has way too many what-ifs going on.
So here's the key. Total entropy is just surprise plus uncertainty. Simple as that.
So how does the brain deal with all this? How does it try to lower that entropy?
Basically, you've got two options. Either learn to adapt to the world or try to control it.
And this is where it gets really interesting for autism. It all comes down to perception.
This model suggests a focus on the tangible, what you can see and touch, not abstract ideas.
So that insistence on sameness, it's actually the most logical way to minimize surprise.
Believe it or not, this can even define something like a comfort zone with math.
So if surprise gets too high, crosses a certain threshold, you get sensory overload.
And what about too much uncertainty? Well, that's what we experience as anxiety.
Okay, so what does this all mean in the real world? How can this actually help?
It gives us clear guidelines for therapy, all aimed at supporting autonomy by reducing that entropy.
The whole point is to create a secure, predictable base, a safe space to learn and grow.
And you can do this at home too. Simple routines are a huge way to lower anxiety. This theory even suggests a whole new way to define autism, based on this cognitive model.
So, what if it's not a bug, but just a different operating system? A powerful thought, right?